Hi guys, we're live. I'm going to be going and sharing with you the live interview that Kishokumar is going to be doing on Global Health Coach on Instagram because it's a very good topic. The topic is hydration and weight loss. Very few people realize the value of hydration in weight loss. So Adam is here. He
Hi
will be
guys.
helping me. He will be helping me tonight get this one sorted. So while I'm waiting for Kiru to go online, um, we decided to just hop on straight away here and just give you an idea of what the topic's going to be about. So Kiru is a global health coach. She is currently residing in Dubai. We met each other when we were posted in Sri Lanka 9 years ago. Oh, actually,
That's
more
right.
than 9 years
about
ago. So we've worked together on different things, and we thought it would be a good idea to actually share with you more information on weight loss and how you actually cannot lose weight if you're not drinking water properly, if you're not hydrating well, because the whole process of digestion depends on hydration. So, wherever you're joining us from, say hello while we're waiting for the live to take place in about 4 minutes. I'm going to look at the comments here. We're going to turn this thing on, and I will have this one here. Check this one here. Just remove the volume. Here we go. Oh no, that's the testing. Where are we now? All right. Here we go. That's us. Okay, cool.
There we go. That looks good.
That's right. So we are live. Let us know where you're joining us from. Let us know if you have questions on weight loss for Kiru. Because I will actually be in a different room when we do this. Otherwise, the feedback's going to be so loud. Adam's going to be manning the questions here and keeping an eye out for it, and we will give you the response at the end of the interview with Kiru. So just feel free to share with us your thoughts and your questions as they come. Okay, so I need to go to this one here. There we go. Okay, so this one will have questions that's not going to come up here.
Yep.
Cool. So this is Adam's first time to actually do StreamYard.
Here we go. I'm chaperoning.
That's right.
Wish me luck.
So we're hoping everything goes well. But yeah, it's just an amazing live topic to share with you, and I just didn't want you guys to miss out on it. So I'm gonna turn this on and just make sure that Kiru hasn't gone live just yet. We're going to be sharing Instagram shortly. And let us know who among you are currently on a weight loss program, who among you are perhaps even trying to gain weight, or who among you have failed in their weight loss journey in the past. I think that's one of the things that a lot of people are going through. So we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to know what your struggles are. And have you ever thought about hydration and its effects on your weight loss? Is it something that you've ever asked yourself before? Something you've been aware of? Okay, so Kiru should be live shortly. We are going to keep an eye out on it for it. It should be happening in the next minute. So hop on, share this with your friends, invite them to join us, and we will talk hydration and weight loss. Hey, you gotta smile. Smile. I'm teaching Adam to smile when he's on the camera. Okay, let's see what's going on here. be able to see if she's live.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock now.
That's right. So she should be jumping on shortly. We should probably start sharing screen. Okay. She's also going to let us know there if she's gone live. Okay. We can add the screen this way. There we go. So that's the screen. That's Kiru's Instagram page. If you want to go live on that page. Has she gone live? I am not seeing her live just yet. Okay. Okay. Kiru, you're supposed to go live. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Earlier, this one started going red when she went live, when I went live. Okay. We're just watching out and waiting for her to go live so that I can join her and you guys will be watching it on this screen. Again, when you hop on, just let us know where you're joining us from. Okay, I'm just going to see if she's got a message here.
Checking.
Yeah, she's online.
She's online. There we go. She's read it.
Yep, she's probably just about to hop on.
Not yet.
Oh, yeah.
Connecting.
Okay, Kiru's now connecting, so we will be looking at the live shortly. Again, we just wanted to give everyone on Facebook an opportunity to actually join this Instagram live that's happening. And just bear with us as we wait for Kiru to jump on. Yeah. Should be able to see it here when she goes live. Let's see who's joining us. Let's see who is on. Okay, say hello, guys, as soon as you hop on so that we can actually greet you. Let us know where you're joining us from as well, so that we don't miss out on. This isn't the right one. This is the right one. We don't miss out on saying hello to you guys. Okay. Is she on? Still connecting. Yes, so she's connecting through Dubai. So I guess she has to go through certain hoops to actually be able to get on to Instagram Live from over there. Yes, so you've got Kiru coming to you from Dubai, and we are coming to you guys live from Canberra, Australia. What time is it where you are? Hope you guys are watching us from your home and not from work. Here we go. She's now live. So we are going to click onto that so that we can watch it. Let's just, there we go. We click this. Now we can see Kiru.
Couple of minutes for people.
There we go.
There we go.
Perfect. So Dad, watch out for them here.
Let's put the comments.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Michelle's going into the other room now.
So I'm just waiting for a couple of minutes for people to join, and then I'm just gonna start. So basically, an official hello to everyone. So this is Kiru Kishokumar coming to you guys live from Dubai. So this is another episode of my virtual expert night out. Well, it's evening, but night for many others who are going to be joining us. So, you know, we all are facing this pandemic for the past couple of months, and it has literally brought us into change of lifestyle and caused a lot of fear, uncertainty, and also unexpected challenges. So the whole purpose was I just wanted to come to you guys along with other experts to give you some ease and help you so that you can start looking at this situation in a different point of view that's going to literally help you come out of it, right? So with all what I have learned throughout the past and also my own expertise, I have joined hands with other experts in order to provide you with some useful tools, and some of these tools are going to be science-based as well. So every expert who come on board with me are people whom I trust and who I really appreciate, and people who have great passion towards what they're doing, and also people who I respect and who have great integrity, committed to growth, and they have their own authenticity as well. And most importantly, they're here with one intention, that is to help you guys. So today, I have a special guest, Michelle Jones. She's from Australia, and she is a naturopath, herbalist, iridologist, and anti-aging specialist. So Michelle, she had been helping people around the world over a decade, and she had been helping people from more than 25 countries actually, and she's a very good friend of mine, and she had also helped me in my own personal health journey. So before I join with her, I just wanted to give you a quick brief on today's topic. So today we're going to be talking about hydration, and most importantly, why you should be considering to make sure that you're drinking enough water if you want to lose weight. Now, weight gain had always been an issue and a great concern among many people. And now, with all this pandemic and lockdown lifestyle changes, many more people had started worrying about this extra stubborn weight that they are holding on due to this past couple of habits, that they have been started getting used to. And when it comes to weight loss, you tend to focus on exercise. You tend to focus on, especially any particular diet plans, calorie countings, and even habit changes. Now, all these are good, but there's something very important many forget. That's hydration. And you need to make sure that you're hydrated enough. And especially, you need to understand how your body is going to be able to get rid of these extra fat if you are hydrated enough. And you need to know how dehydrated is going to slow down your weight loss process as well. So to get a better understanding and great insights, I'm going to invite Michelle so that she can come on and give us some great highlights. Let me know your name and tell me where you're from. Hey, Michelle. Hi, Kiru. Hi, everyone. So, guys, this is Michelle. Thank you so much. It's almost 10 past, right? It's like 10 past. That's what I meant by people. Some of them are going to be joining late night. So thank you so much for accepting it, even though it's like your bedtime. And some time, because I know you need to hit the bed soon. The main reason we wanted to talk about is we have seen in our experience and personal experience as well, they don't tend to talk about, or they don't even think about water as a main component. But we know how important it is. And I personally know through my experience, because I was actually living my life for a long period dehydrated without knowing. So like almost 70% of our body is water, and brain and heart is 73% water. And the sad part is people are dehydrated, but they don't even know that, right? That's right. And also they tend to misinterpret thirst with hunger. So I really want to ask you, like, what are the simple symptoms that they could start identifying? Oh my God, I'm literally dehydrated.
Yeah, well, there's several different symptoms. Dry mouth, when you're thirsty, or when you have a really dark yellow pee, or when your pee actually stinks. Those are signs of dehydration. You get fuzziness in the head. You have a bit of a brain cloud, so to speak, or brain fog. But the more uncommon ones, or the ones that people don't realize are actually signs of dehydration, are when you get a headache. A headache is a sign of dehydration. That's right. You also get fuzzy or dizzy sometimes when you're dehydrated. Dry skin is a sign of you putting lotion on. It's about you actually needing to hydrate so that your skin gets hydrated. So we've got different signs with babies. When the middle of their head actually dips, that's a sign that they're dehydrated. So usually when mothers feed their babies and it dips, it's time to give them their milk, to feed them their milk. So there are a lot of different signs. But the thing that people have to realize is sometimes by the time you see the sign, it's already too late. You're really greatly dehydrated. So I always remind my family, even if you don't feel like you're thirsty, start drinking. Know how much water you should be drinking every day. As you said, Kiru, we're 75% water. Babies are 90% water. As we that decrease in hydration in our system, aging also starts coming up. So dehydration equals aging. If you don't want to age, if you want to allow your body's processes to keep functioning at its best, keep yourself hydrated despite the warning signs. Because by the time you see the warning signs, you're truly very dehydrated. Yes.
Right. Yeah. I remember this you mentioning like almost 10 years ago, like talking about this, because I didn't realize it. And the easy thing, like sometimes you tend to have dry mouth, and a lot of people think, oh, I'm just tired, or but it's all like, and another thing is every time you want to feel for snacking, and that could be something that your body is calling out, I need some water, but you end up having a chocolate or something like that. And it's a very common habit I've come across when I do the coaching, and because they think it's craving, but your body's crying out, I need some water.
That's right. It's actually craving, but your body's craving water. Except you're not hearing the signs properly.
Absolutely. And it makes worse when you start putting all these junks. So related to today's topic, I wanted to start digging a little bit more into that, so we can bring some highlights and give some tips for people and create some awareness. So when it's like hydration, we know hydration is the key for success of any weight loss program, right? And for me, and I know it's the generic thing, nothing can literally hydrate you better than plain water, because there's a habit of people just drinking carbonated drinks or fruit juice, and I have come across people like who say, "Oh, I don't like the taste of water, so I drink all these things," and they think they're hydrated enough. So, what could be? How can water help you?
Okay, just while I'm talking, I'm just gonna move slightly because I realize. That's better. More light. Not really.
Dark, but yeah, no,
Okay, that's better. Okay, yep. So,
that's to weight loss. How
that's
can,
right. Yep.
How can water help you in weight loss?
Okay, so we were just talking about how we're mostly water. So the cells and organs of our body are mostly water. Now, not happen without hydration. Everything is reliant on the amount of water that we take in. In fact, like the most minute cells in our body cannot grow without water in it. So digestion, elimination, and weight loss are all the same. It all relies on water. So where does it start? When you start having to create the enzymes for your food, you need water. When you start breaking down the food, macerating the food in your mouth, if you don't produce, it would not get produced if you don't have enough water in your system. You know how like when you have a dry mouth, you can't have saliva? So that's the most simple way of looking at it. When it goes through your throat and goes down into your esophagus, into your stomach, it has to be broken down in your bowel and so on. All that process requires an amount of hydration. To be able to eliminate food, your liver has to create bile. To create bile, you need water. To be able to flush out of your system the toxins from the food, you need water. So it gets flushed out through your kidneys by urination. It gets flushed out through your bowels by elimination. But before all that happens, the process by which, or the success of the elimination will depend on the amount of water in your body. So you have people that are constipated, they can't eliminate.
Yes.
Because they can't pee and they get urinary tract infection. That happens because there's lack of water in their system that cleans out the toxins. And then after you actually eliminate, when the food or the nutrients from the food has already been pulled out by the body, how then does that get passed on to the different cells and the organ systems for use? Again, water is necessary. Water is the basic nutrients, oxygen to the different cells and organs that need it. So you can't have a successful digestion process without water. If you can't eliminate properly, you can't lose weight. How will you lose weight if your body's holding on to all the gunk? The right balance of nutrients, of water, and of all the tools that it needs, it easily maintains as well the balance of weight. So you can't gain weight when you have all that in place. So that's why you need water. Water is crucial.
Right. I mean, adding to that, like as you said, like we, when we want to lose weight, that means we want to get rid of those stored fats, right? So that means liver goes through the main process of breaking down these fats into triglycerides, and fat will go into fatty acids. So what happens is, as you said, kidney as well. So it's overly pressurized, and because it's doing two jobs, liver is not going to be able to do this fat breakdown process. So literally, we want the fat to be utilized and as fuel by the body, or at least excreted, but the liver is not doing that. So you're depriving your liver from burning. Explaining about the human growth hormone, which is very important when it comes to your fat burning. The growth hormone, when you're dehydrated, your brain is not going to signal. Pituitary, hypothalamus, all these guys are not going to signal for the growth hormone, right? So they are the ones who goes and bind with the receptors in the fat cells and makes the fat molecule shrink. Now I'm talking about all these weight loss patterns, right? So when you're dehydrated, you're not going to have enough growth hormones happening, and again, your studies say about 2% dehydration can also cause about 30% slowdown in cognitive functions.
That's
so
right.
that's again giving all those symptoms as you explain in your like brain clarity, and you're not being able to think properly, headaches and everything, all related to that, right? And again, of course, we all know about the obesity, and dehydration is going to cause that in my program as well. So like I was reading all these numbers, 1.59%, you have the chance of become obese if you're dehydrated. So I mean, as you said, everything, the entire digestive system relies in water, right? And also thinking you need more water, so you're not actually detoxifying yourself as well. So
That's right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, basically every process of the body used by or gone through by all the different organ systems require water. It's just, I think, the most basic thing that everyone has to remember. The fact that we're mostly water, 75% water, we have to concentrate on the water portion first before we look at how we're eating our foods, what foods we're eating. That's right. People are so focused. Raw food, am I going to do high fat or high or low carb? Before you even go through all that, the first thing that you have to take into account is how much water are you actually drinking? Because you're right. I mean, the acidity or alkalinity of your body will depend on water. 2% dehydration also means a decrease in your endurance and your performance. So
that's right.
It just spirals down to a breakdown of the process.
A lot of people tend to go on the ketogenic diet, but they forget about hydrating themselves. And we must remember, one thing I always try to explain them, carbs, when you eat carbs, it spikes the insulin, and insulin will trigger your kidney to absorb, because you're depleted of glycogen and everything. So you're literally in ketosis. So that means your kidney is now releasing water and excreting. But of course, we have to have the right balance. I want to talk about that later when we talk about that. One of the questions that I wanted to talk about, because I know you recommend to choose or guide people to choose the right type of water.
That's right. Well, I always tell people that not all water are created equal. So, the funny thing is when we were doing, and this, one of the things that I do with my clients when they come to, you put people on a program, whether it's a weight loss or a detox program, you'll actually see that no matter how much water they drink or they take into their system, if they're not drinking the right kind of water, they're not maintaining the levels of water that their body needs. Because what we've found out through, oh my gosh, learning about water for the last 9 years, Kiru, is that you're drinking the water, but you're not absorbing it efficiently. Now, some of you might think, oh, that's impossible. No, it's not. In fact, it's not just water. You have supplements that are created that your body can't absorb. You've got foods that your body can't absorb. So your body needs a certain type of water to actually be able to take it into its cells. And the measurement of the molecule, the structure of the molecule of the water will dictate whether or not your body can take it in. The same reason a lot of the Asian countries will say, boil your water before you drink it, or drink warm water in the morning instead of tap or cold water because it's better for you. The reason it's better for you is because when you boil the water, your body absorbs it better. I'll boil my water, that it'll be good for me. So boiling the water makes the molecule and the structure better for absorption into our system. But tap water, you have to remember, also have harmful additives that you have to try and avoid if you can. Chlorine and fluoride are the biggest examples of additives that have already been proven in a lot of clinical studies to cause cancer. Filter out that water of the toxins. Now, the other thing that we were talking about is acidity. When you're more acidic, you're more prone to illness. When you're more acidic, you're more prone to weight gain.
Yes.
When you're more acidic, you're more prone to actually slow down your metabolism as well. So if you are here to lose weight, you want to actually drink water that will increase your metabolism, will increase the alkalinity in your system, will increase oxygen for your Kangen water is electrolyzed reduced water, meaning that the molecules are the right structure that's accepted by the body. It gives me an option of 3 different types of alkaline water levels. And because of that, that also means that despite all the dramas that's happening, acidic foods, coffee, alcohol, people that eat meat also have a more acidic constitution. So despite all that, all the stuff that I actually put in my body, because I drink high alkaline water, the tendency of my body to neutralize my body creates balance better. So it now breaks down food better, it absorbs the nutrients better, it keeps me on a level of pH that does not allow for dis-ease or inflammation in my system. Inflammation, I think, is one of the biggest things that also contribute to weight gain. So if you're trying to lose weight, you don't want to entertain inflammation in your system. When you're more acidic, you're more prone to inflammation. So again, you have to take that into account. So, we've been drinking Kangen water for the last 9 or 10 years. And for our family, for my parents, for Adam's parents, for children that have gone off to university. So we're getting another unit because we now have another daughter that's going off to university. So we wouldn't be doing that if water was water, right? We just say, hey, you're back in Australia. Australians always say that Australian water is clean water. Go drink that water. Fact is, though, we found in water is atrazine. Atrazine is a type of pesticide that now causes imbalances. It causes metabolic dysfunction. It causes reproductive disorders. So, you don't want to continuously take something that you know is going to cause harm to yourself and to your family. So whether you're here to just lose weight, making your health achieve its optimal state. So so that's the water. I mean, I always, when I had my treatment programs in Colombo, all my clients who had their detox programs got water from me, and they noticed that their programs actually work better and faster with that water. So plants, I water with Kangen water. So I rarely use tap water. We use a filter as well for our showers. We don't just shower with tap. So again, anything that you wash with your tap absorbs the additives. Your food will absorb the additive. Yeah. So, we wash our food with Kangen water. So it's not which is a Kangen water equivalent for the shower to shower ourselves again, so that we don't have those harmful additives going onto our skin and into our body.
That's right.
So
because I mean, one of the thing about antioxidants, and that's again it's going to help us again with antioxidants is what we need, especially in everything. If you want to reset your metabolism or go into anti-aging, I'm sure you will be the best to say what symptoms when I couldn't manage my weight gain, and when I had all these bloated issues and acid reflux, all these issues several years ago, and when I was introduced to Kangen by you, and I had the same still on it, and I have been able to help many more people, especially who are joining and wanting to lead a healthy lifestyle and care for their loved one, because that's very important. And one of the good things I always say is, when you're in a weight loss program, or even if you want to just lead a healthy lifestyle, you got to eliminate as much as you can all these toxins. We are living that, because those who cannot afford to buy everything organic, at least when you soak these things, and I've seen in your videos as well, and I do that all the time, because it literally pulls out all the pesticides and weedicides all the time, and has the ability, when you soak it in strong alkalized water, right? So, I mean, literally, it's like not only drinking, as you said, when you're showering, because your skin is the biggest organ, it's going to have, your body's absorbing water, and that's another way of hydrating yourself as well. So that's why some really encourage people to do dry brushing and all those things, because you want to detox and so on. Filtered water, the hidden hazards. Can you just mention one or two things, like why? Because I know you have tested many waters in different countries when you travel. What is your take on that?
Well, bottled water is like the same as filtered water. So it's filtered since from the water. That's all you've done. It's still not at its optimal state. The reason for that is because we've tested the level of antioxidants or oxidation in the water, and we found that bottled water, filtered water, even I forgot, reduced. What's this other one?
Even
I'll remember it in a bit. Anyway, so we have a machine. We call it the ORP machine, or the oxygen reduction potential. So when you oxidation reduction potential, sorry. So when you measure the water with that one, and it gives you a positive number, it means that when you're it adds to the oxidation. That's right. It increases oxidation in your system.
it's already oxidized.
In your system, then you're not fulfilling that goal. You're actually creating more illness, more toxins, more cell deaths, right? Because the more oxidation or the more oxidative stress you have in your system, because the cells will slowly die. Yes.
Yeah, mitochondria is going to be as well.
That's right. And so we have that. And the other thing as well is you're forgetting that depending on where they've been stored, how they've been stored will also dictate whether or not your water is actually going to be good for you. More often than not, when they're stored, when that happens, there's also a degree of plastic that melts into the water. There's a degree of BPA that melts into the water, and all those other chemicals that again makes that water that you're drinking more harmful for you. So rather than bottling your own water, so when I say bottling your own water, get your own containers, put your water in it, take it to work, take it to school, take it to the field if you've got a sport. Ingredients in the food that we eat, but we don't know the ingredients or the additives in the water that we drink.
Yeah.
So you need to understand what you're putting in your body. So that's what we've been doing. We've been testing the waters. The other thing that we've tested the waters for were acidity and alkalinity.
Yes.
A lot of the bottled waters that claim were alkaline when they were being bottled. But again, depending on how long it's been since they've been bottled, where they've been stored, the level of alkalinity or the acidity changes. It becomes more acidic.
How are they making it alkaline is another concern which I always talk about.
That's right. So that's right. I don't like that practice because if you remember, the way I give my clients their minerals or their supplements will depend on what their body needs. If, for example, you're prone to stress and you're always so if you're drinking something that's high in calcium, you're not helping your system at all. You're going to be needing more magnesium in your system. But if you're drinking something with magnesium and your digestive system isn't strong enough, then you're just going to flush that out of your system. So, again, you're not able to, when you put additives in water, when you put the minerals in the water, you're assuming that we're all created equal. We're not created equal. We don't have the same constitutions. We don't have the same weaknesses. So depending on what our body needs will dictate exactly. It's not a one pill cure cures all type of thing. So
Yeah,
that's
one
one thing
pill
that I don't
solution. That's one of the reasons the same diet doesn't work for even the twins. Like, identical twins.
That's right.
We call it the bio-individuality. Yeah, right. And the other thing, like, I have seen they are transported direct with exposure of direct sunlight, and sometimes
Yeah.
apartments, they just unload it, because now these plastics are meant to be exposed to 50 degrees, hot, and the temp. Then again, immediately it's cold when you take it inside. A lot of people tend to, but understanding in the molecular level, as you said, how it's going to affect cells and
That's
so,
right.
I mean, that's a great information people need to be reminded of on a regular basis, because this is something immediate
Exactly.
body. So that's one really. And also, what else, like, do you think people should, especially when it comes to, for someone who is not used to drinking water? Now we say age and their activity, and of course their work as well. We kind of give suggestions, right? But the common excuse, even for some people, drinking anything beyond 500 milliliters is an issue. So, do you have any easy tips that you normally recommend people on that?
I think the easiest. I mean, I've fallen into that trap as well. When you're busy working and you're busy finishing something, whether it's you forget to drink, you forget to stand up, or you're too busy, or you don't have enough time. So I always tell people to bring a container, depending on stand up. Will dictate how big your container is. So Adam, for example, at work, I have a 4-liter container for him. Go to the fridge or whatever it is that he needs to go to get his water, or to the water fountain. If he knows, oh yeah, I haven't drank that water, I'm supposed to drink all that water while I'm here at work, right? So the same with me. I usually have like a 1-liter container. I have this one when I'm walking, because I can't carry the 1 liter and walk. So and what I find is, when you have the 1-liter container and you know that you haven't finished it in the morning, I just look at it and I gulp it. If it's already, for example, 12, I make sure that, maybe in an hour or so, I drink up a big amount as well. But the other thing that we've started, not started, but we've been doing, and we've taught the kids to do as well, is when you wake up in the morning, drink 500 mils of water at least, so 2 glasses of water. The 500 mils all at once.
Right.
Try and drink a glass of water when you wake up in the middle of the night. Detoxifies your system.
Yes.
Tries to clean your system out, and all the toxins are just there, waiting to actually be flushed out. So
yes.
When you drink your prepared for you to eliminate. So your only role is to provide the tool to actually, but you gotta start somewhere, and you have to know that whatever you're starting off with, your goal is about 2 glasses of water. When we go on a detox program or a weight loss program, that goes up to 1 liter of water. But I never ask people to gulp it. You actually have, especially in the morning, you drink your water. I have my water, I do a big gulp at the start, and then I sip the rest of the water through until the food is ready to be served. And I have my 1 liter bottle when I do that. And then you don't, and you don't drink water, ideally, 30 minutes before your meal. Because now, when you do that, you flush out all the enzymes that are required for you to digest. About to finish your food, stop drinking, get the food ready, sit down. If you need to drink while you're eating, just have sips. And then allow your body to digest the food a bit. About 30 minutes after you've eaten, then you can start drinking your water again.
Sure. That's actually a great tip, even if you want to lose weight, because drinking water 30 minutes before your meals is going to suppress your hunger. So that's a great trick for people to, especially when you want to like go for a buffet or something. I always say, hey, have 30 minutes before, have a glass. And like when you said about like, starting your day with water and everything, right? Like the normal habit is many would go and make the coffee. So that's like the first thing. And
that's right.
I had this client, when I suggested, she was asking, can I have the cup of coffee first and have your glass of water later? I said, as you said, like sipping and like, so what I told her was like, drink a little bit. You don't even need to drink a whole glass, half a glass, go and brush your teeth. And then come and then go and make your coffee. While the coffee is making, sip a little bit more. So at least now she's in the practice, and of course she's on Kangen now as well. But it was a ritual thing for her to change and transform, because changing the habit, and some common comments I get is, I don't like the taste of it. Interesting, instead of going for a carbonated drink. And when I work out, I have seen sipping water, and especially with this electrolytes reduced water, it gives you that boost and energy, because it's all because of the structure, microclusters. With weight trainers, and that's a great information where they themselves share their information, right? Like
that's right. I mean, as soon as people start drinking the water, they realize and they feel the difference. They put some cut fruits, celery, cucumber. What else can you put there? Pear. I love pear in water. Pear, strawberries, apples.
Yes.
Yeah, just cut them up, put them in your water. You flavored your water naturally, not buying those flavored drinks that's, whatever. But the properly. If you're just washing them in tap, then all you're doing is putting all the toxins in the water you're going to be drinking.
That's right. That's right. It wears.
Exactly.
There's a great app that I normally share in my programs for people to, and that I found that quite interesting. It's a free app where you you have to grow. So you have to literally every time it gives you a signal, alert, you're going to be pouring the plant with water. So in that way, you're going to start drinking. Even with Kishore, it's the same. Like, they forget when you're busy, and we do the same. So people who can't to pick up this habit, this is actually an easy app. You have to grow your plant and not allow your plant to die. You can't let your plant die. So that's literally what you're doing for yourself as well, yeah?
I'm just seeing Anushka's there.
I really appreciate what you're sharing.
Hey, Anki, apa kabar? Thank you for watching us here.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining us. And also, thank you for sharing about Kangen as well. Some of many people would know about it by now, and that's because it's all quite old company. So, for those of you who had joined us, and if you want to know more, you can connect with us and get any help. And if we have our own way of helping people, and Michelle, as I said before, she's an anti-aging specialist. So that's.
Remember that if you're not drinking enough water, you're adding more wrinkles on your face.
Yeah.
Because your skin's dry, right? Your skin's always dry. You have more gray hair. Everything starts breaking down. If you want to stop the breakdown, start drinking water, but start drinking the right kind of water. Again, you don't want toxins in your body. The more toxins you have, the quicker the cells of your body will die, right?
Yeah.
We say
expense.
that's right.
You're going to apply more cream.
Exactly. So, just watch out what you're doing and what you're putting on your body. If you're reading your labels, find out what's in your water. It's all online. You can Google what your country, what your city, what your state is adding into your water to clean your water. So I'm not saying that the states are wrong for actually cleaning the water. I'm so catchments. They have to get rid of E. coli. They have to get rid of bacteria and all sorts of stuff. But it will also depend on, number one, has there been rains? Are there more bacteria and stuff in your water? Do they need to add more additives? Have they done that? When it goes through the pipes into your home, are the pipes new or are they old? Right?
Yeah.
And then once it goes through again, are the pipes in your home new? Do you have an old home? So by the time you're drinking it, you're either drinking really horrible water or water that's just, gone through clean pipes but have all these additives. So at the end of the day, it still has a lot of stuff that you need to eliminate. You don't want that in your body.
Sure. But guys, if you want to know more about our choice of water, get in touch with us, either of us, and if you do have any questions, how to get into this habit or anything to do with weight loss, thank you so much for staying up. And
thank you for inviting me.
And I hope I have not kept you for long. So
that's okay. I psyched myself to stay up this late.
Adam waiting as well.
Adam is manning the Facebook Live where this is coming out into as well.
I'm in the back room,
For those of
Kiru.
you that are watching on Facebook Live, once we finish, so everyone joins over there.
Okay, that was
Indonesia.
Indonesian. Okay. Thank you so much. So.
Hi guys, I'm back here. So let's get rid of this one. That was a really good chat with Kiru. I love chatting with her and with my other colleagues who we've worked with on health. So Kiru, as she was explaining, was one of my patients about 10 years ago. And as she did the program, she also came to her home. Remember, Adam, when she used to come to her home to actually
She used to get all the water.
That's right.
Yep.
She used to get
That's
the water.
when she started on Kangen water.
That's right. So, we educate people on how to optimize their health. Unless you're educated and unless you know all that information, you don't know what's good for you or what's harmful for you. So as I was sharing in that live with Kiru, when you when you don't look at the labels, or when you don't Google, or you don't check the reports from this how do you call them, the groups that actually clean your water, right? Unless you see the reports and you see what's added into your water, you don't know. You actually just think it's just water. For the longest time, people thought it was just fluoride and chlorine, that there's nothing else in the water, but there's so much stuff in your water. There's pesticides that go through the water. There's E. coli that go through. Those things are eliminated by adding more chemicals in the water. But one thing that happens when there's rains, so there were heavy rains that happened in Melbourne, and you could not drink Melbourne water. It came out in the news. That's right.
Yeah.
Certain postcodes couldn't drink their water, and that was because
they had to boil it or buy bottled water.
That's right. But that was because the bacteria in the water was higher than usual and was toxic to the body. In Queensland, there's been instances where E. coli levels were also higher in the water because of rains. This happens everywhere in the world, not just here in Australia. So that's how you realize that, you know what, despite us having these groups that actually clean our water, we need to do our due diligence. We need to filter our water at the least. And then again, as I said, if you're looking at boosting your immune system, filtering now isn't also just enough, because after you filter the water, the ORP levels of your water are still positive, meaning they still cause oxidative stress in your body. So if you want water that actually is antioxidant, that reduces oxidative stress in your body, then you have to make sure that you get yourself a Kangen machine. Kangen machines are the only machines out in the market, and we've tested so many machines out in the market that is a medical grade machine used in Japanese hospitals, endorsed by Japanese doctors, because of how good and reliable the water is. So if you want reliable water that's stable and that actually boosts your system, provides antioxidants in your body, provides antioxidants that's 3 times the level of that of cod liver oil, or even I think it's something like almost 10 times the levels of green tea, then opt for Kangen water. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. So let me just see who's here.
We've got a few watching, a few diehards.
That's right. Patricia, thank you again for watching. You're always there. Thank you. Let me just see if I can see the comments. Hi, Christine. Thank you for watching. Hey, Anju. How are you? Hey, Dewi. Apa kabar? Hey, Pam. How are you? Pam, kamusta na ang COVID sa Pilipinas? Pam is joining us from the Philippines. Dewi, Anki, I saw you on the Instagram. Terima kasih banyak. And remember, share the water with your friends. In Indonesia, we have several people that are sharing the water and talking about the water. So get in touch with them. Anki is one of them. Wanti is another one. And Connie. So Anki, Wanti, and Connie are all people that work with me in Indonesia to share about the goodness of Kangen water and the benefits for their health. Jadi kalau kamu dari Indonesia dan mau tanya tentang Kangen water, bertanya aja di sini, dan Ibu Wanti, Ibu Connie, dan Ibu Anki membantu saya. Jadi kami bisa menjawab answer your questions. Okay,
Jawab pertanyaan kami.
that's right.
Kamu.
So, and if you're in the Philippines, we also have people in the Philippines that you can talk to. I'm going to be interviewing one very shortly, so I'm hoping we can get that sorted in the next couple of weeks. So, Cisco, let's get that happening. And the same in Papua New Guinea. In Papua New Guinea, we have Dr. Nick Tsupis, that can share about the benefits of enagic water. We have Elimin as well. So we have several people actually in Papua New Guinea. And but yes, actively educating people. I think those are two people that are good to get in touch with in PNG. Oh, Margaret, who's got a shop in what's that place again? I forgot the name of
Vision
it.
City.
Vision City. Margaret, who's got a shop in Vision City, also carries accessories and sells Kangen machines and can answer questions or can forward your questions to me. So again, get in touch with us. No matter where you are in the world, we will get the machine to you. We will help you with your questions, and we will also help you with the protocols for your health on this water. I hope you guys enjoy that. Have a great day. We have to get ready to go to bed because it's already 11 p.m. here. Have a great day ahead of you and a great evening for the rest of you. Bye.
See you guys.